Good afternoon, everybody. Today's lesson is lesson 3 on midpoint. Just to start us off, we'll go ahead and write out the formula for midpoint, the average of the two x's and the average of the two y's. And our answer will be written in the form of a coordinate pair. So let's go ahead and get started with an example. Let's say point A is the point 3, -7, and the point B is the point -11 and 13. So in order to find the midpoint, we take the x values, add them together, 3 and -11, and we average them. That gives us a value of -8 divided by 2, which simplifies to -4. That is the x value in our coordinate pair for our midpoint. Let's do the same thing for the y values. We take -7 and we add a +13, dividing it by 2. You'll see you get a +6 divided by 2, which reduces, of course, to 3. And there we have it. That's our midpoint between the points A and B. Alright folks, why don't you go ahead and attempt to find the midpoint of CD and come back and watch the video and find out what the correct answer is. See if you got it right. Okay, so after attempting to find the midpoint of CD, let's go through the process and see if you did it correctly. We take the x values, -1 and +10. We average those. -1 plus 10 is 9. 9 divided by 2 is a 4.5. That is the x value for our midpoint. Again, for the y values, we take -7 and we add -15. Common mistake is to forget to add them, and some students subtract, getting the incorrect answer. But if we add those two values, a negative and a negative added together will be another negative, which would be -22. When we divide that by 2, we get a -11, and there is our midpoint. If you got it right, give yourself a pat on the back. If you got it wrong, do push-ups. Great. See you. Alright folks, we're back again here. Let's attempt another problem, a little bit different than previous, but we're still using the midpoint concept. Let's say that we know that the endpoint A is at the value -4, 5, but we don't know the value of the other endpoint. Now, we do need more information in order to find that endpoint. It's not like it just shows up. So we are given that the midpoint of the line segment AB is 1, 1. Now, does that help us narrow the situation down? Yes, it is now found the point right smack dab in the middle of A and B. So algebraically, here's what we'll go ahead and do. You'll see that x here, highlighted in red, we don't know, but we do know two other x's. We know, using the formula for midpoint, that A's x value plus B's x value divided by 2 should give us the x value for the midpoint. Likewise, we know that, hold on now, brain is farting. Okay, here we go. We know that A's y value plus B's y value divided by 2 also gives us the y value of the midpoint. Now all we need to do, oops, that's my fault. Let me go ahead and erase that. Now all we have to do is solve for x and y, and then we know the values for the x and y value of b. Let's go ahead and solve that. It looks like a couple of two-step equations. So we're going to multiply, in this case for x, both sides of the equation by 2. The purpose for doing that is those 2's will go away, isolating or coming closer to isolating the x value on the left side. On the right side, we get 1 times 2, which is 2. And then simple algebra, when we add 4 to both sides, we see that x equals 6. Great. Now we know that b's x value is at positive 6 units. Let's go ahead and finish as well for the y values. Again, a two-step equation, as DJ Uncle said, a two-step. We're going to multiply both sides by 2, then isolating 5 plus our unknown value for b's y value equals 1 times 2, which is 2. Subtracting 5 from both sides, we will then see that y equals negative 3. Great, and there we are. That is an example of finding an endpoint given one endpoint and the midpoint, and there is our answer for B. Guys, go ahead and get working on Lesson 3 homework. You can do the notes in the PDF document and then translate them into Schoology. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.